Hi there. Welcome to your #1 solution center for your tech-related problems, Helpdesk. I am Teneng Jite.
And I am Francis Tamba.
We are excited you are joining us. Tonight on Helpdesk, our first question is...
Our first question comes from Fatima Sow. Fatima Sow says, "Hi, my name is Fatima Sow. I'm a businesswoman. I'm presently working with my website and I would like to have an email account when my site is ready. My web developer told me I can have an email with my business domain. However, I have never had an email account before, and I am told it is best to have emails with free email service providers such as Yahoo and Gmail. Can you please help me clarify the difference between free email service and domain email?"
Our second question comes from Modijuk in Kololi, who is asking, "Hi there, how can I use my Windows phone as a mobile hotspot?"
Our third question also comes from Amadou Jallo in Brufut. Amadou says, "Hi, I recently bought a computer. Can you please help me on how to connect the cord safely to avoid blowing up this baby? Thank you."
Trust me, viewers, our final question is funny but very interesting. So we'll keep it till the end of the show. So hold your breath and get ready to laugh at the end of the show because this question will blow your minds. Well, viewers, since it's a help desk, we have all your solutions on the help desk to help you solve all your problems. Viewers, welcome back to Helpdesk, your favorite solution center for all your tech-related problems. With me here is my IT expert who is also doubling as my co-presenter, Francis. Well, Francis, tell me, is it not cool to simply text, call, or email and have all your problems solved?
I think it's the coolest way because a lot of people out there will want their problem solved immediately, like sending a text and then we react to it immediately. So you're encouraged to try that and we'll answer your questions.
Definitely. Now let's talk about the problems on the help desk tonight. We have Fatima Sow wants you to please help clarify the difference between a free email service and domain email because she wants to have a standard account. What's your take on that?
Well, free is a problem at the end because nothing comes free. At the end of the day, something where you'll be entitled to do something about it being free. So the difference between having a free email account is like with Google or Yahoo is that you have no control over the emails that you're getting. Also, at the end of the day, when you exhaust your quota, then they will start asking you to pay for a higher storage capacity. But with the paid domain account of the paid email, you have control over your emails and you can say, hey, I want you to allocate this amount of space to me for my emails. Okay. So those are some of the differences between the paid and the free.
But then let's be honest, what's cheaper than free? But there's a hassle and bustle over setting up an email. What is the process like?
Well, in most cases, you have to have an internet for you to set up your email. So with regards to a free email service, let's say you want to sign up for a Yahoo or a Gmail account, most times you have to put in your details. Let's say your age, your name, where you live, and your telephone number. Most lately they're asking for telephone numbers, and then the name of the email that you want to put in. So most of these are captured in on the first page, and then after you've set that one up, they can ask you for an alternate email. If you don't have an alternate email, they can still allow you to set up an email. So for those that go to the cafe to have it set up, you can go, and then somebody else can assist you in setting up your email.
And then, Francis, you're giving your personal information to set up an email, but then what is the security provided in that?
Well, the security is, in this sense, I said, we most of the time now you're talking about putting your telephone number. That is one set of security that Google and some other service providers are using currently to actually check that it's you. And because when you set up your email, if you don't have an alternate email, they can ask you for your telephone number, and then they can text you a code, which tends to work as a password. And when you use that, if you enter the details that has been texted to you, then they will know that yes, this person is the person that is setting up this email. And then whenever let's say you lose your password, they can if you send a request to them saying that you've lost your password, they will send you a text to that number again that you entered before. So that is the security on setting up an email.
And you're reminded that you're watching Helpdesk, your #1 center for all your tech-related solutions. And we also have Moriju from Kololi, who wants to use his Windows phone as a mobile hotspot. Francis, what is a mobile hotspot? Well,
you see, people have not been left behind. You find out that even the Serer in the sea wants to use technology. So, well, a mobile hotspot is a means of sharing your data connectivity that is on your phone with other people or with your computer.
Okay, you're speaking to a Serer at sea. What's data?
Anyway, he wants to share his connectivity based on data that he's getting maybe on a 3G enabled phone to other people around, or maybe to his computer. So now he wants it, and that's the hotspot. And most phones that are out now come with a mobile hotspot, and the Windows phone is no exception. So maybe that's what he wants to do. We will be talking about how to enable his mobile hotspot and how he can share based on a code that is he can put on his phone to prevent other people that are not permitted to use this hotspot.
Yeah. So you can use your phone to give internet
connectivity to people that are around in the house or in the cafe or wherever you are, or even you can even share your internet connectivity from your phone to your laptop.
Wow, amazing. Okay, can you show us how?
And thank you to Modoju for that question on how to share mobile data on your Windows phone. And I know a lot of people out there will want to do the same thing, like share their mobile data on a Windows phone. And this is the steps that you're going to take. On the Windows phone, you'll have a place called Settings. And on Settings, when you click on Settings, you'll go down to Internet Sharing. If it's turned off, you have to turn it on. And when you turn on your internet sharing, it will ask, some Windows phone will ask you to share it over, where do you want to share it? Over Wi-Fi. If you share it over Wi-Fi, you can share it over Bluetooth instead. But guests will have to be, if those who want to be connected to it will have to have either a Wi-Fi enabled phone or Wi-Fi enabled device or Bluetooth enabled device. And then when you click on that, when you click on the settings, when you turn it on, you will see that there is an icon that appears on your phone, that like a wireless signal, that means it's sending out a wireless signal. If you want to leave if you want to like leave the name of the wireless signal that you're sending out as the default, then it will normally come with the default name that is of the phone. Some phones may be of Nokia. It will say Nokia Lumia this figure, and then that is the wireless name that is going to show. And then you will be required to either decide to use a password or leave it open. If you leave it open, which you will select none, that means anybody who sees that Nokia Lumia phone wireless enabled will be able to connect to it without putting in a password. But for those who will want to protect it, like you want to share it with a limited number of people or people who are authorized to use it, then you are required to put a password. And the minimum characters that you can put on the password is 8 digits. You can put a telephone number, you can put a figure, you can spell something, and then that is what you're going to share with whoever you want to connect to your wireless device or your mobile device. But remember that when you do this and you enable it and you share it with other people, then you will be that means that your data that you have on your phone or on your SIM card that the service provider is giving you, that let's say if you connected to any of these cellular services, then you'll be sharing it with those people, so which means your megabyte or data will be running faster than normally when it runs on your phone alone. So to model youth out there, these are the steps that you use for sharing your mobile data to whoever you want to share it with.
Interesting. We now have Amadou Diallo of Bruford, recently bought a computer and wants to know how to connect the cord safely. What's your take on that?
Well, with Amadou, I think most of the computers that come now are color-coded in terms of the cables that go where onto the computer. And Happy, he says he loves this baby, and I'm quite sure is somebody who cherishes this device and he doesn't want to destroy it. In most cases, when you buy a complete set of computer, it will come with a CPU, which is the central processing unit that has a power point where you can connect your power, that's your power pack, and then you have a VGA point that has a blue color here where you can connect the VGA. And then most computers also comes with the PS2 mouse for PS2 mouse and a keyboard. And then you have the network point, and you have USB points, and then you have the input and output for audio and recording. So also with the computer will come with a screen. The screen or the monitor where you can see things that are already in the computer or will be displayed in the computer. And on this screen, if it is not already connected, it will have a point for power. It will have a VGA connection where again it's colored blue, and then you can have the DV1 connection if you are not using the VGA connection. So that is for your monitor. Earlier we spoke about the keyboard. When you get a new computer, it will come with a keyboard. It can either come, this is the keyboard. It can either come in a PS2, PS2 that can go into this point, or it will come with a USB connection. If it comes with a USB connection, you will plug this keyboard cable on the USB connection into the USB port here. And then also, if the computer will come with a mouse. It can either come in the form of a PS2 connection, or it can come in the form of a USB. Again, you plug this USB into the USB port that is already provided, and then that is how you connect your mouse and your keyboard. For the VGA on the monitor, normally they come with this sort of cable. The VGA cable, this is the VGA cable. It's again colored blue. And for the VGA cable, you plug the VGA cable on this part of the desktop. That is the computer. And then you plug this other end of this cable, into the back of the monitor. So you plug this power cable on this point. Don't forget, again, we spoke about the voltage of the computers that come. If your computer comes with 110, that is from the American standard, or comes with a 220, if it comes with a 220, you leave it at that point, then you can plug it into the socket or you can plug it into a UPS. But if it doesn't and it's saying 110 on the back right here where the power pack is, you correct that and switch it over to the 220 because the volts in the country here is 220. So there is a power cable that goes into the back of the monitor, which you will have to connect here. When you connect the monitor, that is now we can say that the monitor is connected to the computer, and the power on the computer is also connected. Then earlier we spoke about a network point, which you can see here. You can see that there is a point here that a cable also can go into. This is a network cable that can be plugged into this point. And when you plug it here, if you're using a local area network in your area, or you have internet that is shared on a network point or on a router or on a switch, then you can plug the other end of this cable into the switch so that you can be connected on the network.
So viewers, our final question for the day is from one Amisise from Canifing, but we'll keep it till we return from our break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers, and we are excited you are joining us. We promise you we'll bring you the final question at the end of the show. Now, here it is. It reads, "Hi, I am a Facebook fanatic, and it seems like my dad wants to kill the relationship I have with Facebook." And note, she said kill. What can I do to continue using Facebook without my dad knowing? Because he's always on Facebook to see whether I am online. Please, secret. I don't want my dad to know. Ami Cisse from Canifing. So Francis, can you help Ami secretly?
Well, as it is, it's Helpdesk, and whatever question that is brought here, we have to solve it. So for Ami, we'll be solving your problem when we come back.
Secretly.
Secretly. Ami Cisse, again, let's say you want to prevent your dad from seeing you online or chatting with you whilst you are online. The best way you can do that is if you see him online, you click on his name. Again, here we are using Alaji as one of the people that we don't want to chat with, or we're using him as your dad. So here, whilst you click on him and the chat box appears, just click on the settings, and then you go under options. Then you say turn off chat for Alaji. The moment you click on this turn off chat for Alaji, or you turn off chat for your dad, he won't be able to chat with you even though you are online. He won't be able to see you online and chat with you. So let's say we do that now, and then we turn off chat. Facebook, all other people will see you, but your dad won't be able to. He won't even appear under the people that are on your chat list at that moment. Your dad will not be able to see you, and also if you scroll up and down, you will see that he is no longer among your chat list. So you can actually stay away from him, and he won't be able to contact you when you're online.
So viewers, we hope all the answers to the tech problems on the help desk for tonight have been clearly demonstrated, and with Ami secretly. Please keep watching, because after the break, our expert will be giving technical advice relating to the problem solved. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and thank you for being with us. So, Francis, what technical advice do you have for our viewers today?
Well, I'm happy that they've come here to ask these questions, and what a best way to get your solutions right from wherever you are. And for the first question, with regards to the lady who wants a free email or a domain registered email, I'll advise that she goes in for the domain registered email, which is locally hosted, so that she has control over her files. And then if she wants a bigger space for saving her files, she can always pay here and have it done. And also for the website, it will be registered with her business name. So that's the advice for her. I'll want to encourage her to go and get that sorted. And for the next question, in terms of Mr. Juf, who wants to share his mobile hotspot. I think it's the cheaper way to share your bandwidth that is allocated to your phone to whoever you want to share it with, and just to ensure that you protect your data on your phone, and make sure that it is password protected, so that not anyone who is around and sees your Wi-Fi signal connects to it. And the third question, I think you will have to remind me of the...
That's with the baby computer.
Okay, the baby computer. The guy in Brewfoot who has got the baby computer, I'm quite sure he's very, very anxious to use it, but yet he's scared. I think follow the guidelines. I'm quite sure if he bought the computer from a recognized dealer, they will give him a manual wherein he can use. It's not only about plugging the cables, but what he does with the computer, the sites he visits, can prevent other things from attacking it in terms of viruses and spyware and all this sort of thing. So let him be mindful how he uses his computer, and I'm quite sure he's going to enjoy it. And finally, we're secretly giving an advice to our dear friend out there that feels her dad is actually stalking her on Facebook.
I want to use stalking. I want to use spying for a parent.
Well, if she is of age and she is allowed to have a profile, I think the dad should just ignore the girl for her to do what she wants to do in the context of her enjoying Facebook and not abusing Facebook. So in this context, she can withhold certain things from her dad seeing it by she can allow what her dad sees on her profile, and she can withhold certain things from him if she is within the age. So we're not here trying to encourage people to go out of the way in terms of technology or do something out of the way, but to ensure that they use technology for what it is. So that is something that is promoting us and helping us achieve a higher height.
Well said, Francis. So viewers, that is it for this week's edition of the Helpdesk. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as we do. Join us next week, same time, for more tech-related solutions. And remember, you can always send your tech-related questions via SMS, call, email, or through our Facebook page. Until then, it's a tata from the entire CFTM studio.